based on mobile technology. And the idea behind it, it's since been somewhat used with some of the players out there like Foursquare and Yelp
Oh
and
yeah,
some of
yeah,
the others.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But our particular approach to Hoolacoop was to have interactive coupons delivered to your phone when you were near a particular store that could you could redeem the coupon. So you'd actually never get a coupon on your phone until you were near a place where you could redeem it. And so we had lots of different companies that were very interested in driving traffic into their store, which is what this was all about.
Yeah.
And users would download an app onto their phone. They would register, essentially opt in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would just follow them through their mobile device and compare it against various mapping technologies. And when they were close by one of our customers, like a sports authority, as an example, their phone would ring, and what we were really looking at was the usage of smartphone users
Mm-hmm.
in age groups that were appropriate to our targeted retailers. Did really well, at least initially, and then we ran into some difficulties with larger, better funded companies that were doing kind of similar things. This issue between online retail and brick and mortar or storefront retail.
Right.
And there was some worries in the general industry that the storefront brick and mortar business was going to really be decimated by online businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And it occurred to me and others, obviously, that you could easily combine the two and they could support each other. And then we're thinking about ways that you could implement it that were beneficial to the retailer, like a sports authority, beneficial to the user,
Mm-hmm.
any consumer who had a smartphone who could download the application, and beneficial overall to, if you will, kind of the frictionless environment. So we wanted to get rid of the concept of coupons in the mail that you had to remember to. Well, financially, it was not. And there were two reasons. One, we didn't get to the point where we had enough customers that we could prove that we had a sustainable business model. But there's a path to that. It's not, very few businesses start out and financially become successful right away.
Yeah.
So you want to look at various metrics that tell you that your business is growing in the correct ways. So things like number of customers downloading and using.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a download, but it's and using. And then the number of retailers who you're successfully signing up. Okay?
Thank you.
It was painless.
It was interesting to talk with John Hickey because it offered me an insight on the process and complications of the creation of an app. Because I'm in Split, it was helpful for me to hear his steps of app development and what inspired him to begin his app in the first place. I think that John is a great example of using his means to create a product because his background in public safety used a GPS system, which he then transferred that knowledge over to the creation of Hoolacoop.